On Saturday, March 24, 2012 in Seattle, senior Carlos Almeida became the first national champion in University of Louisville swimming and diving history when he captured the NCAA crown in the 200 breaststroke. CardsTV had a chance to sit down with the national champion. He began by discussing his first memories of the pool growing up in Portugal.
They just have a PE class at swimming, so I just started up there. But just little things like just bubbles and like do those little kids things. Then my brother started doing like full-on swimming in the same place, in the same swim club. It was always club team. We don't have high school sports. It was always club team, and then I started up going to international meets around 16 years old, and then I saw like, wow, it's kind of fun. Like we get to travel, we don't pay for traveling, we get to know other countries and people and just make friends with a bunch of new people, and it's the start of being fun.
It wasn't long before the level of competition changed.
My first big was Worlds 2007 in Australia. And that meet was just, do you know where they play the tennis court? The Louisville arena? Wherever they play the finals, they set up a pool there. So it was just amazing, like all the complex and all the facility was just amazing to have a pool, whatever is a tennis court. So in all the stands just surrounding the pool, it was just amazing. And that kind of made me nervous. In my first two races there were awful. I just swam awful. But then the last day, I beat the national record, so it was pretty cool.
Carlos first swam in the Olympics in Beijing in 2008.
Beijing was amazing. It's just amazing being to somewhere that you just need to worry about competing, and everyone else is there for you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to worry about anything. It's kind of like here in Louisville, but you just swim.
He then made the transition to life in the United States when he came to U of L.
It wasn't bad at all. The worst thing was like your eating habits in terms of hours and schedules and lunches. You guys eat sandwiches, and back at home we just eat like a normal dinner plate, like a plate meal. But besides that, I adapted really quick.
The change was made easier by fellow countryman Pedro Oliveira and head coach Arthur Albiero.
I sat with him and we talked about it and whatnot, and he helped a lot, him being Brazilian. And I got here January, so one semester late, and Pedro was already here, so that helped me a lot too. I think that's why it was so easy for me.
His first NCAA experience came in 2010.
Whenever I swim in the morning, and I still remember being behind the blocks after my race is done. I had two heats left on that race. And I just remember standing there, seeing if I would go to the final. And whenever I went to the final, whenever the results showed up and I was in the final, I was just so happy, so happy.
In 2011, Almeida posted 2 top 5 finishes.
For me, the 100 was a surprise because I dropped like 1.5 seconds on my 100, and it was just out of the blue. It was just practice just came together, and I just showed up that moment. But then it was rough. I swam a lot of races. I swam a lot of relays, and then the 200 wasn't that pretty, but I still managed to get 5th again, and that means that I was already with high expectations, and that wasn't that surprising or anything like that.
The 2012 meet began for Carlos, getting out-touched in the 100 breaststroke.
It's just, I don't know. The first thing I was so close, but then I looked at the clock and it's my best time. Like, what can I say? Like, I went my fastest time ever, so I can't be not happy with that. So it hurt a little bit. It was not a feeling that I wanted to repeat. Yeah. So, and that's why I told myself I don't want to feel this again. And I feel that feeling just set me up for the next day. I just had to do it, and I swam good in the morning. And I told my coach that I had more to the afternoon, and that final I think is gonna be historic because 4 swimmers going that fast. Those 4 swimmers went faster than the national champion last year, so, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. So that says something. Like it was just an amazing race. I was always in fourth, always in fourth. But then that's why I just started thinking. I told my coach, Arthur, it was just wow, because on 100, I could clearly see the other kid going ahead of me, and I just thought to myself like, what are you doing here? And then I just kind of like set my stroke up, and the last 50, I just thought to myself like, you just need to do it. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you need to do it. And that pull out of the last wall, it was just a really good pull out, and that's where I used to struggle the most, and now that's where I really got better, was in the pull outs and underwater. So, and that just, once I got out, I need to do it. You don't even get exhausted whenever you win. You just see your number. I just saw my numbers with a 1 in front of it. I didn't even look at the time. I just got so excited and so happy that I was just like, that was just not practiced or not trained. I was just so happy. Just whatever came to my mind, I did it.
As he prepares to return to the Summer Olympics, this time in London, Almeida once again reflects on a simple premise that has helped him succeed as a swimmer.
I think the team all around was just awesome, and like the environment that we put up in NCAA as a big brotherhood there, it was just amazing. We just had fun swimming, and that's why I most love in the sport. Whenever you have fun swimming, you're gonna swim fast. You need to practice, but if you're there just to race, it's not gonna happen. You need to be there and like, of course, race, but you need to have fun.